Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about something about when you yourself do something that you don't realize is harmful to you because you grew up in a, say, narcissistic family or a dysfunctional family, or it might not even be that. It's an dysfunctional environment. And it was what you were always told, or it become part of what you think yourself, even though maybe in the past you did not agree with it. Okay. What it basically, some of it is that you're holding yourself back. You're not helping yourself because of this prior training, and until you really sit down and think about it. Then you realize, what am I doing? Just because they told me to, you're an adult, and now it's just because they told me to do this in the past, they taught me this, and I'm still doing it. But it could be that you just never thought about it. Okay, that happens. You never think about something. It's just part of your upbringing or the situation you're in right now. I don't know where I left off, so about an hour or so later. But what I was talking about was, I was to the point of giving examples, such as you're raised in a dysfunctional family, some might call it narcissistic family, and so you have a sibling who's you're a child, and you had a sibling who was in a grade above you, okay, and the sibling a grade above you is not one that cares for school, okay, and doesn't do his or her work, homework or whatever. And that one just doesn't do that well. You, however, a grade below, you do your work. You excel in, whatever your study is, whatever grade you're in. And at some point, your mother was told that you can advance a grade. They can, put you in a grade higher now because you're doing so well and all this, and they want to advance you. But your mother tells you that she will not allow that because of your sibling, the one in the grade above you, that it wouldn't be fair to your sibling that's a grade ahead of you. It just wouldn't be fair. Now, I don't know why that wouldn't be fair, but that's her logic. And you learn this kind of thing of what a really screwed up way of what is fair and what isn't. Okay, I'm gonna put it that way. You can use the same kind of thing and say it's your first job, okay, and you really work hard, and it's time they have an opening, and you apply for it. That's an upgrade. You're going to say some kind of management, and you've really worked hard all this time, so you apply for it, and they tell you that they can't hire you because there's somebody who's been there longer than you, who's worked there longer, and it wouldn't be fair to that person who's worked there longer, and you are totally shocked by this because that person who's been there longer is a slacker. I mean, it wouldn't even really matter if the person was a slacker or not. They should at least let you, I think there's laws against that here, but at least let you apply, interview, do all that. Then maybe they did, and they just said, well, that person's been here longer, so that person had seniority, so they're going to advance that person. You don't know how many years the rest of your life working there. It could be that would open up another position. So it's not, they're teaching you a bad way of fairness. What is fair? You're a hard worker, the other person's a slacker, but because the slacker's been there longer, you're screwed out of it, no, that's wrong. Okay, so you can see what I'm saying, that in either one of these situations, you're being taught this kind of screwed up logic here, this screwed up opinions. I'm not even sure there's logic involved. Yeah. So you get this into your psyche, maybe your mind, and you don't even realize it becomes a part of you, especially if you live in an area where this kind of logic, like I said, I'm not sure it's logic, is commonplace. And, what seems fair, and I know some would say that, it's all about merit or something, and some will fight against merit. But if you've ever been in that situation, maybe you wouldn't. You say that, really, I work hard. That's not right. I should be advanced in my job. Not the person who's a slacker and puts all their work off on somebody else just because they've been there longer. No. No. Now, I want to make a little bit of a leap here. But say this is how you saw so many things when you were younger. It didn't make any sense that somebody would think that way. It can lead to you, which would be me in this case, because I have heard something like that crazy. But you might not even know it. Like I'm trying to say that it leads you to care too much what other people think. I bring this up every once in a while. That the other people will think, say, if you did something to help yourself, to advance yourself, and you worry about, well, what will somebody else say? They say, well, that's not fair to so-and-so, or that's not fair overall. You shouldn't be doing that because, other people are going to look worse than you. Like somebody telling you you're a bar raiser at a job. Okay? Something like that could happen even. Connect it together. Yeah. Could be just that you're doing your job. You're not a bar raiser. You're just doing your job. You're actually working, and they're not. They're slackers. I don't even know if people use the term slackers anymore, but I think many know what it means. And they're not doing their job, and what could happen, if you just say, okay, well, I'm gonna back off the work, everybody else doesn't do that much, they fire everybody who has that kind of mentality. You're out of a job. But being worried too much of what others think, it's not good. It's good to think every once in a while, well, maybe somebody else will think this, but yeah, when they're trying to keep you down, no. As an adult, if it's not hurting or harming or causing any problems, why are you going to allow people to tell you you have to keep yourself back? Okay, like I'm saying, you wind up holding yourself back because you're so worried about what other people will it offend somebody, Will somebody else say, they were going to go for that, and now you're stealing their thunder. When you need to think about yourself in that. I mean, we don't want to go all narcissistic about it and only think of yourself. But yeah, if they're going to hold you back, that's not good either. Why would they want to hold you back? Why would they want to hold you back? Now think about the first situation. It could be that the parents, this is really awful for parents to do, but the parent or parents, the mother in that case, has a favorite, and the favorite one is the one that's in the grade above that one. Yeah, so that's why she did it. She playing favorites. No logic to it. Sometimes people, they rely on emotions and feelings and disregard any kind of logic at all. Same thing could be for the job, job situation. It could be in any situation, really. That they're thinking is they're feeling, not thinking. Okay, in other words. But yeah, some people will try to hold you back, and for their own special purposes, for their own favoritism, for their own whatever, and it can also be something else, that jealousy, for one. Or it could be that they're just not thinking, they're not caring, they're just doing it. It could be narcissistic. When I'm talking about this, of course, I'm talking about something that is not illegal. It's not something that's unethical. It's not something that hurts and harms other people or yourself. Yeah, but you're trying something. You're taking that risk, taking the plunge to do something to better yourself. And that person, somebody or some people are trying to stop you, or you just fear that they are. You just worry that they would. Like you're stepping out of your station, an old-fashioned term, your station. You see, like you shouldn't do that. if you do it, if you don't do it, you always wonder. If you do it and it fails, it's on you, and it's okay. It fails. So what? Things fail in life. Life is not perfect. But what if you do it and you achieve your goal? Okay? Yeah. You won't know unless you try. Another expression, the old expression, you won't know unless you try. But anyway, I think many of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.